In this video, I would like to talk about why God chose to give the Jewish people the Torah, specifically on Mount Sinai. There are many mountains God could have chosen to give the Torah at. You know, Mount Everest is the most impressive. It's the tallest mountain. You know, Pikes Peak in Colorado, right? 14,990 feet. Mount Sinai was not the most impressive mountain. And it wasn't the most prettiest, right? You can go to Grand Teton National Park and you see the mountains, the glory of God's creations. It's amazing. That would have been impressive. But at Mount Sinai, what's unique about Mount Sinai? What's special about Mount Sinai? Our sages give several reasons. I want to share with you two of them. The first is that our sages tell us that Mount Sinai was a very small mountain. And that smallness represents humility. Humility is the main function a Jewish person needs to have in order to embody the Torah. In order to be a vessel that can attain Torah, we need to have humility. Humility is a key element to our growth in Torah. That's the first reason. In fact, the week preceding Shavuot is always the portion of Bamidbar. Bamidbar means in the desert. Our sages explain that the reason that portion is always preceding Shavuot immediately is because in order to receive the Torah, we have to make ourselves humble like a desert. We have to make ourselves lowly so that we can look up at the Almighty, not to feel too high in ourselves, not to feel like we're at the top of the world, but rather that the Almighty is at the top of the world. And we always look up to seek guidance and to seek a closeness with the Almighty. That's the first reason. The second reason is because our sages tell us that the mountain, Mount Sinai, was not the most beautiful of mountains. Aesthetics was not the key feature of Mount Sinai. But rather, the people beautified the mountain. They brought flowers. And in fact, there's a custom today that we beautify our homes for Shavuot with flowers, with greenery, and our synagogues as well. And many synagogues have beautiful, beautiful plants and flowers to celebrate this idea of that the people made it beautiful. We make it beautiful. The Torah can sometimes seem a little bit rigid, strict, and not as beautiful as we'd expect from the master plan of the world. But it's us, the Jewish people, when we observe the Torah and when we learn the Torah, we are doing an act of beautifying the Torah. That's what makes it beautiful. We have a Torah sitting on the shelf. That doesn't mean it's beautiful. It's when we learn it and when we live it, that's what makes it beautiful. So that's another thing that we do on Shavuot, is we beautify our homes with these flowers, representing this idea that we are the ones who make the Torah beautiful. In its performance, when we perform the mitzvahs, when we do, we're cautious and we're careful to every detail. That's what makes the Torah beautiful. So, in this Shavuot, let's learn together. We have this custom of learning the entire night of Shavuot, and Torch's alumni throughout the Houston community have programs all throughout the night. You can check it out at our website, torchweb.org, and come to one of our programs. Learn with us throughout the night, from 12 midnight all the way to the morning services at 6:30 a.m. at any of the synagogues. I look forward to seeing you. Happy holidays. Chag Shavuot Sameach.